Hi, Matt from Matt Holman Golf. Just wanted to talk a little bit about driver today and driver setup, maybe some driver keys. I think number one is ball height. I think so much is made of this half a ball above the face. And in reality, I see sort of height of peg very individual. It depends on the players. There's some great drivers of the ball that nearly peg it down off the deck. There's other guys that sort of put it 6 inches in the air. And then all those guys in between. So we've got to find what works best for you. I really like my players to play around with at least 2 peg heights. One is what I would call a little bit more of a fairway finder. It's a slightly lower peg. We're going to put the ball pretty much in the middle of the face, and then we're going to use another peg height one. There's a little more room for error. We want to maximize carry. We're going to half a ball, even a little bit more above the face. Critical with that swing. We've got to really get the club sort of sweeping. Any downwardness, we're dead and we're hitting on the top of that face and the sky shot. So for me, this fairway finder tee here, I've got one set up. It's sort of in the middle of the club face. Don't be frightened to fractionally grip down. You're sort of Sergio Garcia. And so in terms of stance, I like to sort of put my feet together here and have a little step left and a big step right. Weight just fractionally on my right side, a little tilt in my shoulders, not much, especially in this sort of fairway finder here. And again, don't be frightened with this swing to be, okay, little movement off, but not too much, but to be a bit more covered, chest more over the ball, a little bit more iron swing. So if we're on our TrackMan, we may be 1 or 2 degrees down for our fairway finder. This is focus on center contact, get it in play. It's a very, very safe way to play. Maybe a little left pathness. So let's give this a go here. So we're a little grip down, tees down a little lower. It's my same swing line, but it should, if I do this right, come out a little lower. The angle of attack be a little steeper, but we guarantee more centerness of strike and sort of stability. We said more likely to find the fairway. So let's try one here. So that sort of felt what I was after. It's come out quite low and hot, very straight, just very, very small fade. So from there, if I change my pegs here, let's give this a bit of a higher peg now. So we have a nice high peg. So now the key is the peg gets higher, we're going to hold a little more up the club. This can get a little trickier because we've got to really now sweep the ball off the tee peg. For this shot, maybe my stance is ever so slightly wider, ever so slightly more tilt, and it's good to know there's also going to be a bit more release. The club passing you with this shot is not the end of the world. The fairway finder, maybe the hands are still leading fractionally. We overdo this, you'll get the sort of low right one, but this one now, through the ball, we can let that club really pass us, but not in terms of rolling the club head over too much. It's more like skipping the stone. The right hand still stays under the left. There's still some squareness, even openness, sort of back in your Ben Hogan, they talked about the under release. Even if you're not in that style and you want to hit a draw, definitely ball a little more forward, really practicing the sweep. This is one of the drills I like, just to get guys with the tee peg here going ahead and just trying to clip the top of the tee peg. I mean, this is again, you don't need a golf ball at home. If you can learn to just pick the top part of the tee peg, then you know you're on the right lines. We know we've got some shallowness, some sort of sensibility of path, if we said. So now, a little bit wider, a little more tilt. If I do this right, there should be a little bit more launch, the club passing me fractionally quicker. So let's give this a go here to end. So that's come out a little bit high.